The AI revolution is just getting started in roofing, and in this video, I want to share with you where we are headed and how you can prepare. Now, what I'm about to share with you actually comes directly from Zach Kass, and if you're not familiar with Zach Kass was one of 3 authors of ChatGPT. I had an incredible privilege of joining him for a live presentation and Q&A about where we are currently, where we're going, and how we can prepare. Now, these notes that I'm sharing with you are directly from my notebook from that session with Zach Kass. And by the way, Zach Kass is currently coaching and speaking at Fortune 1000 companies to help them prepare for this AI revolution. Now, these exact stats are coming from the guy who created ChatGPT. This isn't theory, and this is impacting my business, what we're doing, and I hope to do the same for you. I see tremendous change in the future of our business, and I see a lot of companies that are not gonna ride this wave of change and they're gonna go under. Things are going to be moving so much faster. And the way that Zach Kass opened his presentation, he says, we are much further along than you even realize. So I wanna peel back the curtains and give you the inside view that I got directly from Zach Kass to help you prepare for the AI revolution. Hey, welcome or welcome back. My name is Adam Bensman, and I help great roofing companies make an even bigger impact together. So I'm glad to have you here, part of the community. Now let's get started. Roofing sales is personal development in disguise, and the reward for growth is life-changing. I hope my content helps you create a richer life and bank account. All right, let's jump right into it. First, on this side of the board here is what's upcoming. These are the years, and I'm going to share with you directly what Zach Kass shared with me, and then how we can prepare. Now, by 2027, we are going to have advanced application. In other words, what we have with AI now is simply going to continually to evolve at a very rapid rate, and Zach Kass predicts 20 to 30% increase in global productivity. These advanced applications are task-based tools like the things that we have at our disposal right now, just getting a whole lot better. Now, the next thing that we see coming, and this is where things get very interesting because this is, by the way, up until about 2027. From 2027 to 2035, we are going to see what's called autonomous agents. Now, what is an autonomous agent? Think of it like a personal assistant, like a Siri that works, that's supercharged. So I can pick up my phone, here's my pretend phone, and I'm gonna say, hey, book me a flight from Denver to Las Vegas on December 11th on United Airlines in Economy Plus, leaving as close to noon as possible. And then that's it. So my autonomous agent is like my little personal assistant that is going to do all of that booking for me, get in touch with United, know my criteria, get it booked and say, hey, do you want this booked, yes or no? What's interesting is at this point, this could be the death of websites as we know it. So if you're spending a lot of money on SEO, by the way, there's a lot of really interesting things there on YouTube about like the future of SEO with ChatGPT. ChatGPT now like being called the Google killer because people are turning to that for resources instead of Google and going directly to the internet. So these autonomous agents could kill your SEO. Now imagine if that means your Google local service ads, if people aren't turning to Google, your Google pay-per-click ads, that could go away, and your organic leads from SEO could go away, all due to anonymous agents. So if you aren't keeping a pulse on this, like those lead sources could be ripped right out from under you in 3 years. That's not a long time. In fact, actually, we're about to come into 25. Who am I kidding? 2 years. 2 years is where autonomous agents could begin coming into our world. And again, Zach Kass says we're further along. Then in 2035, which I realize about a decade away, is natural language operating system. What this means is that there's no training required to use things. This could be, by the way, robots, including robots in the home that you just say, hey, do the dishes. And they understand what the dishes are. They go scan it. Grab me something to eat, and they can do that for you. We're only 10 years away from natural operating language systems, which means that we can talk to something in our normal way of communicating with a human, and it understands all of that and executes for you. Right now, just to give you kind of an analogy, with our enhanced applications, we have to learn how to use these tools. When you use ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity.ai, we have to learn the right prompts to get it to do what we want. But that will go away within 10 years where I can just talk to it like a human, and it's going to do everything for me. So that's what's coming. We're further along than we realize. And again, 2027 could be the death of websites as we know them with autonomous agents. Now let's turn our attention here to the 3 key bullet points of how we can prepare for this very significant change, which one is we need to prepare for it. So as Zach Kass said, by the way, I literally wrote down like exact quotes from his presentation. He says, you need to prepare for tremendous change. So I want to ask you right now, what are you doing to prepare? If you're sitting there and you're like, holy crap, nothing, I'm running my business as I was and I'm hoping it's going to continue, the writing is on the wall and you could be putting yourself in a terrible position. This could be the beginning of the end of your business. And I know, again, people are like, oh, you're being dramatic. No, I'm not. We are, just to put this in perspective, the reason that we are able to accelerate so quickly through this growth is that we're on this curve of AI technology that all of the intelligence we create becomes the basis for the next round of intelligence. Zach Kass believes that we will truly cure every curable disease on the planet because all of that data and information, like if there's 500 experts in the world studying this and there's research papers, we feed that into AI and it can develop the next framework that we haven't even developed yet to learn what's going on with that disease to create a cure. And then that becomes the next framework. And this stuff happens literally overnight. So we are on like the starting point of this massive upward trajectory. So you have to be preparing for tremendous change. Next, in Zach Kass, who is literally consulting with Fortune 1000 companies, says adaptability is the strategy, which means that, again, these Fortune 1000 and even specifically Fortune 100 companies he's working with, is that your product and your service isn't the backbone of your success. It's your ability to adapt. So if you don't have adaptability as part of your strategy in your roofing business and you're not prepared for change, the writing could be on the wall. Finally, number 3 is we need to design around the things that AI cannot do. So I want to just like highlight a few things. First, prepare for change, adaptability, and design around what it cannot do. Now, what can't AI do? Zach Kass had a great remark using the medical world as an example. In the past, let's say you needed surgery, you pick based on the surgeon, which is the product. But now he said, and I quote, bedside manners are the new product. So what does this mean? If we design around the things AI can't do, and as Zach Kass says, humans, we crave connection and a desire to work with people. The more we can humanize our business and design around the things AI can't do, like build relationships, provide exceptional service, have an incredibly high quality product and installation, offering more value than other people, and creating an incredible experience. Those are the things that AI can't do. AI can streamline, it might even be able to help with our sales process, might be able to help get us leads, increase our operational efficiencies, all of that, but it can't be human and develop relationships. This is the main thing that Zach Kass is talking about, is how do we create more humanization and optimize around what I've been calling the feeling economy. In fact, that was my keynote presentation at Roofing Process Conference a year or so ago. And I also spoke at the Owens Corning Platinum Conference on the exact same topic, that as humans, we choose companies based on how they make us feel and how they compare against other people. That is the formula to win in the feeling economy. So your mission, and this is the things that we're working on together inside the application-only community that I run called the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, where we help great roofing companies make an even bigger impact together. And since we've all signed a mutual NDA, we share our winning secrets to help each other get ahead, is learning how to blend and marry AI technologies to streamline our operations and optimize and design around things AI can't do, and humanizing that experience so we can prepare for tremendous change and learn how to be adaptable. One of the other things Zach Kass says is to learn how to learn. So if you feel like you are behind the curve, you aren't, and you don't need to be. I was just on an AI webinar literally yesterday, and one of the gentlemen that was on the call was in his late 70s, and he was there to help businesses adopt the new concepts in this AI revolution at 77 years old. So if you think you're not tech savvy, you're going to need to learn to be in order to learn how to learn. So I hope this helps you understand where we are in AI, the future of where we're going, how in just 2 years we could have autonomous agents that could literally be the end of websites as we know it. And again, this is directly from Zach Kass, one of the 3 people who created ChatGPT and brought it to market, and how you can prepare, how you can adopt adaptability in designing around the things that AI cannot do. Thanks for joining me in this video. If you're a business owner and you want to take the next steps to join us in the community, there's a link in the description below so we can help you prepare for the AI revolution. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next one.